Everybody, I wanted to do another video tutorial because we're starting up spelling this week from our workbook. So, and if you hear noise, I'm outside right now because the weather is wonderful and my husband is making popcorn for our children. And so, anyway, we have windows open. I hope you guys have really enjoyed this weekend, and hopefully this weather will continue a little bit more. Okay, so I wanted to just go over some things so that everybody is on the same page. This week, we are starting with lesson 18 in your, this right here, the Phonics Reading and Spelling Teacher's Manual. So you have, I touched on this on the website last week, but just so everybody knows for sure, you are giving the phonics and language test on Mondays now. If you want to change that up and go on and do it on Friday or on Thursday when they get home from tutorial, it doesn't matter to me, but you are responsible for giving them those tests. And so that's just how it's going to line up. It might change eventually, I'm not really sure, but right now it's going to stay on Mondays for a while for those tests. Also, however, with that, it's going to mess up your spelling a little bit. I'm sorry about that. I really would like to give the spelling test at tutorial instead of y'all giving them at home. I think it helps me gauge where they are as readers and how they're doing with how they're spelling. And so I'm going to go on and do those tests. That being said, your spelling will be a little bit off from how the lessons are worked out in the book. So if you see here, you have lesson 18 here, and it says there to introduce spelling list 1, and please go on and do that on Monday for sure. So basically, in your spelling workbook, which is this one right here, Spelling and Poetry, there are only 2 worksheets for each spelling list. And if you just turn, this is like right at the beginning of the book, of the workbook. This is the spelling list 1 here, and then the next page is just an additional work for the spelling list. Those are supposed to be given with lesson 20 and 22, but because of how the lessons have fallen for tutorial, I'm asking that you do those on Monday and Wednesday. So you do the worksheets that with the spelling words and with the spelling lessons on Monday and Wednesday. In class, we will do some extra tutorial activities or some extra enrichment activities, I guess, with the spelling words and incorporate those into sentences, and we'll be doing some other things as well. And then on Thursday, I'll be giving their test to them. So you don't have to worry about that. Those will be graded as well. And so it will be, I've only been sending, I haven't really been grading worksheets, like taking a letter grade, a number grade, on them, but those will be graded. And so if they miss a word, they'll get 10 points off, that kind of thing. We will have a bonus as well, bonus word, and I've actually listed that on the website with the spelling list. So you'll know what that bonus word is. You can work with your child for the bonus list, for the bonus word. And I think that everybody will probably find this helpful. You know, it encourages the children and that kind of thing. If they get over 100 on their spelling test, it'll be wonderful. And if they get a 92 instead of a 90, it'll be wonderful. So we can work together to make this happen, okay? I'm sorry if this is a little bit confusing, but anyhow, I'm learning just like y'all are as well. Now, if you go to the back of your spelling workbook, so I'm still in the baseball workbook, this one right here. If you go to the back of it, there are several different things. First of all, the poetry worksheets, I guess, or I guess it's just the poems that are in here. They don't have any worksheets that go with them. But we're going to start on this week as well. So the first one that we're going to be doing is called the elephant, this right here. And there are some motions that go with it. You can review it with your child if you would like to. If not, it's completely fine. The second thing that is in the back of this workbook is homework pages. And if you would like to do those with your child, that would be great. It's just repetition is always a good thing. So these start, it looks like this page right here. And it's on page 72 of that workbook. And then it has you just, basically, they're going to write the words that's basically all they're going to do is rewrite the words. And so, but it gives you paper to do that, and that's really good, I think, so that they can practice writing all the way to the top of the line and all the way to the bottom of the line. So in your teacher workbook, all of those things are in the very, very back. The poetry curriculum is in the very back, and it's like on page, well, it looks like this. It's after even the reading curriculum is, so it's at the very back, and it gives you just different ideas of what you can do to help teach these poems to your kids. So this week we're going to do the elephant, and it's a really fun, easy poem. They don't have to memorize it. They don't have to do anything like that. But it's fun, and there's motions. The Secret, which is the next poem, takes up a lot more time to learn, so we might go into October with that one. And I think that this is just important. We introduced a little bit of rhyming words last week, and so this will just help. You know, they're just learning in first grade. They learn a whole lot in first grade, and it's really exciting to me that they learn so much. In science, we're working on our senses, and we are actually doing a book on your 5 senses, and so those will be sent home at the end of the unit, and some of the kids were kind of upset about that, but they will be sent home at the end of the unit. I'm trying to think of other things. I think that that's about it for this tutorial, so please, if you have any questions, let me know, and I would greatly appreciate it, and I think you guys are doing wonderful with your kids. Thank you guys for sending the Science and Social Studies workbooks, and also for doing such a good job at sending the worksheets every day. So if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks a lot.